Hey Samantha, this is Paul with Canovia Tree Service Marketing, and just wanted to get this video over to you just to show you some things I'd like to talk about with what's going on your website, how you guys can get more calls coming from it, and just what you would need to do that and to beat your competition. So I'm going to show you a couple of things about what your competitors are doing, and then also what we are doing just from a overall standpoint of how we are just going in and dominating the space for our clients. So let's look at your website right now. You guys have got, some great colors going on, and you've got a little bit of content on it. We always say that content is king, so that's number one. It has to be keyword rich, so you have to work those keywords in there in a certain way so that Google sees that, so that it's not spammy. And then also, the other thing that strengthens your website are backlinks. So these are external websites that will link to yours and pass power to you, preferably from industry specific, home services, that sort of thing type of websites. And so that is going to help strengthen your website. The third thing are citations. So these are online directories. So we go out and look at like what your competitors are doing. If they've got 50, 30 of these online directories, we're going to go out and get more than they are, or more than what they have. So may have to get 70, 80, 90, 100 of those citation links. So those three things together are something that you guys can do if you want to devote the time and energy to that, or if it's something that you would like assistance with. We would love to just show you what we do and what it takes to get your website pushed up past your competition. But let's look at just some of the opportunity for you guys. I just typed in tree service Fayetteville. Of course, you've got a couple of people running sponsored ads. So this is like where they're just running straight Google ads. So Tree Service Arkansas .com has got ads going. MC Tree Service NWA has got sponsored ads going too. So Google's always going to rank those at the top. You're also starting to see AI search being generated at the top, and that's something that we really tailor our content to try to rank in that AI search. So that's a new thing that Google is really starting to push. It was like, how do you make your content really educational for what somebody is really looking for tree services. Looking at the next piece is, so this map section is the Google Map Pack is what it used to be called. Now it's called Google Business Profile. Reviews are going to be very important on there, getting 5-star rated reviews, replying to those reviews, that sort of thing. But you want to get rated into that map section. It is location based, so you guys being in Prairie Grove is a little bit harder to get up in the rankings for Fayetteville, but you can do that over time, and we have just kind of a strategic method to do that as well. Yelp is popping up number one. Then you've got treeclimbersonline.net and Ozark Tree Service down, in number 2 position, and then you guys are down here in 7, 8, 9, somewhere in that range. And I'll just show you just kind of what I see from this program called Ahrefs. Allows me to see just kind of how strong your site is, what kind of keywords you're being picked up for, how many people are actually hitting your site each month. You guys are showing 4 people coming to your site each month. You've got 18 different keywords, and you just kind of have a really low backlink profile. So it's 1.5 on the DR and an 8 on the UR. And that's just really just not very strong. And so that's one thing you definitely want to enhance. And then looking at just the keywords. So you are getting found for some of these keywords. They're just, you need to do what you need to do to push those up in the search ranking. So you can get, in that 1, 2, and 3 position for these keywords instead of being down at, 8, 9, and 10. Tree Service Fayetteville, Arkansas, that gets searched 70 times a month. So there's 70 opportunities for people to call you and get, just from coming on your website. There's another 40 from Tree Removal Fayetteville AR. You've got Tree Service Near Me, which you can't really tell how much local that is, but it's sort of a national term. And then Tree Trimming Rogers AR, another 10. Tree Removal in Rogers, another 30. So you start to see like there's a couple of hundred searches popping up each month for your services around tree services. So what we want to do is show you how to get up into that ranking. Now, looking at the number 1 site, Tree Climbers, they've got really not a lot from the standpoint of like content. They may have a little bit more. There's other things that go into the rankings, like how old is your domain and stuff like that, when there's not a lot of really good content out there. So these guys don't look like they would be too hard to surpass in the strength of it. And just looking at their site, they have a little bit better backlink profile, so that could be pushing them up. They're getting found for more keywords. so 76 keywords, and they're getting 30 traffic coming in each month off of that. I still think that this is low. I think you could do much better than that and still a little bit more traffic coming to your site just by doing some of these things that I'll talk to you about. Looking at their keywords, sort of the same. They've got tree climber near me, so tree climber tree service. They're getting picked up for a couple of those. They've got a little bit of traffic, but most of the traffic's coming off of tree service Fayetteville AR. Looking at number 2, Ozark Tree Service, their site's just a little bit different, but again, they haven't updated it since 2018. They don't have the right content on it. It's just, they're getting found by just whatever backlinks that they have. They do have some coming in. There's 72 different referring domains coming into their site, but they're still not very strong backlinks. And so that's what I look at as like, what is your competitor doing? How many backlinks do they have? And then how strong are those backlinks? And that's how we go and surpass those guys. They are getting 36 traffic coming in, pretty much the same set of keywords. I'm going to also look at like other areas of Northwest Arkansas, to bring you guys some search from those different keywords that other people are not finding and getting on their website. So just some of the Bentonville and Rogers keywords, there's another 70 searches a month coming off of just, those 2 cities right there. And there's, I just did a quick search, so there's other ones that we would find as well. But that's it in a nutshell. I mean, really, it's all about keywords, getting those into your content. Now it's like making the content AI, generative, and so that AI can pick you up for some of these just content, and that it's keyword rich as well. Backlinks you're going to be the thing that you really need to do to strengthen your backlink profile. And the third thing are the citations in your online directory listing with your name, address, and phone number. We call that the NAP, listed consistently across all of those, all across the internet. So if you would like to, find out more about, what this would look like to push you guys up in the search ranking, I would love to, sit down and show you guys that. Talk to you a little bit more about your company, see where you guys are focused, and just, how you guys are trying to grow in 2025 and into 2026. But you can reach me at 479-318-8818. And my name is Paul. I'm with Canovia Tree Service Marketing. And you can reach us also at canoviastreeservicemarketing.com. Thank you.